Hello. This week with a new tutorial. It's a special one, it's a Halloween one, and it's an angel's broken wings. As you can see here, it looks quite complicated, but it's not complicated at all. So if you like it, just keep on watching. I'm gonna start off by modeling the bones, okay, the wing bones. And well, I haven't looked anywhere to see how wings bones really look like. I just decided, well, I should give them a bit of curvy, that way they look like they're coming out of the back. And I'm making 3 for each side. This one is actually the biggest one of them all, so just make sure you make various sizes, okay, so they're not gonna be the same, because if they would be the same size or the same model, it would be a bit boring, it wouldn't look as real. So I've done 3 for each side, as you can see. Now for the wounds, I'm just starting off with white glue, and it's one that has been drying out for a few days, just because that way it's thicker and it doesn't, you don't have to wait for as long as you would wait for the normal one to dry out. And then for me to smooth it out and make it mix out with the skin, okay, so you can't really see where the glue starts and where it ends. You just want to take some water and rub it in the edges of the glue, and that way you will smooth it out and it's not going to be visible, or at least not that much. Once you have applied the white glue, you will have to wait about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half for it to dry. It depends on how thick the layer is. Now, how do you know when it's dry? Well, you pretty much know when it's all transparent and you can't really see anything. You can actually see the real skin. Then you want to take some foundation and just cover it up. Now make sure that if the foundation doesn't match the skin, make sure that it matches the skin, but if it doesn't, make sure that you put foundation all over the back, that way you won't see the difference too much. Once you have finished the foundation, just take some brown and some red or copper bronzer that you have around the house, and you just want to make sure with the stippling brush you just stipple it around, just to get that idea of wounds. Just by this, it actually looks awesome already. But we're not gonna finish here. So once you have finished applying the brown and the red, for the wounds, you have to take a scissor, or maybe just use your bare fingers to cut the glue, to cut the skin. Okay, you want to get quite a big cut. Now the bigger the wound is, the better it's gonna look. Once you have finished cutting the glue out and you've already applied the browns and the reds, we're going to apply the bones. We're going to stick the bones. And for sticking the bones, we are not actually going to use glue anymore. We're going to use liquid latex, just because I find it's more flexible. So when you actually move your backbones, the fake bones are going to move with your back at the same time, and it just gives a more real effect. So you want to apply a thick layer of latex on the back and a thick layer of latex on the base of the bone, and when you see it starting to get transparent, to get see-through, it's when it's ready to be stuck. So then just take your bone and apply it, and as you can see, it will stick there and it will stay for all the night. You don't have to worry about it. Well, actually, if you don't dress too many layers, you can actually put a jumper on, and you won't have any problems. It's not gonna come off. Do the same with the other 5 bones. And now once you have your bones stuck, we're just going to apply more reds and browns to the skin to look like it's got hematomes, like it's wounded. And then we're going to go with the blood part. So for the blood, I'm not applying only one type of red. Make sure you have different types of reds, different shades, different tones, because you want to apply quite a few of them to give the bones a bit more of a 3D effect. You don't have to be too clean about it, just be messy, play around with the colors, apply them, you know, bright red here and there, and then darker browns here and there, and whatever looks good to you. You don't have to be too careful. You can actually be quite messy with this. So as you can see, this already looks awesome. But just in case you're not happy enough with just the reds and browns, take a black eyeshadow, make sure it's a matte one, and just spread it here and there to give more definition and more of a 3D effect to the wounds. Now make sure you don't go over the red with too much black, because then it's not going to look natural. You just want to apply a bit of black here and there. So this is about it. You can see it's as simple as that. The hardest thing to do is pretty much to play with the bones. Just try to make some bones. So once you have finished, this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys use it for your boyfriends, or if your guys' girlfriends are gonna do it for you. And enjoy this Halloween. Now see you in the next tutorial. Bye!